Listen, walk away now, and you take back the part of you someone else has been spending. You know this ache. You stay to explain, to negotiate, to fix what won't be fixed. Your chest tightens, your words scramble, and when it's over, you are smaller than before. We tell ourselves we stay for love, for responsibility, for pride. But most often we stay because leaving feels like failure. Stoicism says otherwise. Sometimes leaving is the truest act of love you can offer yourself. This is not spectacle. It is not a dramatic exit staged for revenge. It is quiet, deliberate, surgical. You close the door on the habit of sacrificing your peace to someone else's weather. You don't announce it with a speech. You don't wait for permission. You simply stop providing the fuel for their storm. Musonius Rufus said, "Living well requires prudence and justice. Walking away is both." It is prudence because you stop wasting your time convincing the unconvincible. It is justice because you refuse to spend your life subsidizing the chaos of another soul. Zeno taught that to live according to nature is to live by reason. Nature sheds what is rotten. You are part of that same logic. Not cling, but let go. Think of the last time you argued in circles with someone who had already decided their verdict. You gave them the stage. You traded your presence for an illusion of control. The Stoic asks, what does this cost me? Time, energy, calm, the currency of a life. Seneca warned us against squandering time. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Each needless explanation is a withdrawal from the only account that truly matters. There is a core lesson here, simple and fierce. When words cannot change a heart, absence must guard your peace. That absence is not punishment, it is a boundary. It is the decision to protect your ability to be patient, kind, and whole. You do not leave because you hate. You leave because staying would make you less than you are. Do not conflate this with cowardice. Courage is not always noise. Sometimes the bravest thing is to walk away from a battlefield you cannot win without becoming who you despise. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Walking away is being, choosing dignity instead of spectacle. You may feel guilt. Good. Guilt is a compass when it points to real fault, but it is a leash when it leads you back to harm. Examine it without flinching. If the guilt is a call to repair something you can repair, repair it. If the guilt is social conditioning telling you to tolerate harm for acceptance, discard it. Cleanthes prayed to lead him where destiny appointed. He accepted what reason required. Let your reason guide whether the leave is an abdication or an act of care. This act has humility baked into it. You do not need to explain yourself. You do not need to orchestrate closure. The less theatrical the exit, the more honest it usually is. Walk away with the small, steady dignity of a person who refuses to barter their soul for validation. Practice this skill. Start small. Walk away from gossip, from recycled arguments, from people who only listen to their reflections. Train the nerve to let silence be the answer where words have become currency for abuse. The muscle grows. The next time a larger storm appears, your patience will not be a flimsy thread. It will be an anchored line. Here's a practical ritual. Breathe 3 times. Name the sensation, shame, anger, exhaustion, and decide. If staying benefits the common good and repair is possible, stay and repair. If not, leave without explanation. Not cruelty, not dramatics. Clean, final motion. Seneca's counsel to live deliberately becomes real the moment you refuse to be dragged into useless battles. There will be consequences. People will judge you. Some will call you selfish. Others will weaponize your leaving as proof of guilt. That is their story to tell. You are responsible only for your choices. Musonius insisted on firmness, not hardness, but fidelity to principle. Firmness accepts the cost of acting rightly, even when the world misunderstands. And understand the difference between walking away and avoidance. Stoics are not fugitives from duty. If repair is possible and within your power, repair. If the harm is mutual and both are willing, meet them. But do not mistake endless labor on a resistant soul for virtue. There is nobility in conserving your strength for battles where change is possible. There is also compassion in leaving. You free the person to meet themselves. You stop enabling their avoidance. You teach without lecture. Absence can be the sharpest lesson. If the person returns willing to see, your departure will have been the wake-up call. If they do not, your life is preserved, and that is itself an ethical act. Remember the physician who treats but does not become infected. You cannot heal others if you carry their illness. Your clarity is serviceable only when intact. Walking away keeps you able to help when a real opening appears. It prevents you from dissolving into perpetual rescue. Do not confuse silence for surrender. Silence can be a statement. It can be a fortress. Cleanthes' surrender to the natural order was not resignation. It was acceptance of what reason demanded. Likewise, your walking away can be acceptance. Acceptance that some things cannot be fixed by you, and that you will not accept the erosion of your character to attempt the impossible. Reconciliation is possible, but it must be mutual. If the other person meets you with truth and change, your absence becomes fertile ground for a new beginning. If not, let your exit stand as the boundary it was meant to be. That boundary protects you and clarifies the cost others must pay if they wish to return to your life. Here's a short test you can use. Before engaging in another exhausting explanation, ask once in your mind, not as a question to them, but as a check to yourself. Does staying protect the good? If the answer is no, leave. This is not a plea for avoidance. It is an instruction in moral economy. There will be loneliness sometimes. That is unavoidable. Choosing integrity often separates you from companions who prefer the theater of drama to the discipline of truth. But solitude is not failure. It is the quiet room where you repair and become useful again. Walk away when staying costs you yourself. No speeches, no warnings, no drama. Let your absence say what your words no longer can. Control your mind, or it will control you.